One of the things I've learned in the last year of archery is having a bag with certain archery items in them comes in very handy. This is an archery med kit, if you will. This is a Vanquest bag. I love these bags. I can't remember the model, but this works perfectly for something like this. And what I've got in here, this is for on the go, but also at home just to keep all my archery stuff organized. So I've got some glue in here. I've got a pen that comes in handy sometimes. I also put this paracord up here, this brightly colored paracord, because I just like the high visibility of it. So now if I set it down somewhere, it's easy to see, especially when it gets darker. All right, now into the nitty gritty stuff. We'll start down here on this end. This is scorpion venom. It's for cam and serving lube. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I'm on the fence about whether it's gimmicky or if it's good stuff. These two things are an old sock that my dog chewed up, so I just cut a couple of pieces off there. What I use that for is when I wax the strings, I'll take this out and then I'll wipe off the excess wax. These are a couple of D-loop materials right here. One of the things that I had is I don't have my original D-loop on. Those will break on you. I was shooting, and actually I hooked onto my D-loop, and when I was pulling back, I shot my arrow about halfway through my draw stroke. I thought, oh my gosh, I must have hit the trigger or something. I don't know what happened. Anyway, as I learned, my D-loop was very, very worn. So I replaced my D-loop. It's been great. But from a hunting perspective, I want to make sure that I've got D-loops with me in case maybe I'm not paying attention, my D-loop breaks, or someone I'm with, their D-loop breaks. I have this. Speaking of that, on the hunt last year, on the archery hunt, I didn't take this with me because I didn't want the weight, but I did have it in the truck. Worst came to worst, I could always hike back to the truck, get the bag, and then come back out and fix whatever we needed to. This side, this is an airborne, it's a vitamin C supplement, and this is just an empty now, or empty with the airborne. But what I have in here are a bunch of Allen wrenches. So I do have another set of Allen wrenches, but sometimes some of them are so small that I need to carry extras. So this is where I carry them. And most of the time I'll have extra fill tips in here as well, but I just bought my son a bow for his birthday, and so all those extra fill tips went to his arrows. All right, next I have a couple of Sharpies. I've got a black one. I use this one to mark my arrows, to number my arrows. I've got a silver one. This one is when I'm cutting my own arrows. It helps with the measurements. And then this Sharpie is actually a paint Sharpie. I use this one, it's little dots of white paint that I can put on, and I'll mark certain, for example, my limbs. I'll make sure I put a dot and a dot on the bolt on the limb so I know where to line those up when I'm changing those. I don't do that often, but I do that with my kids' bows as well. Lighter for if I'm cutting serving, which I need to get, I don't have, or the D-loop. Of course, wax for your strings. More Allen wrenches there. And then last, I've got a couple of Grave Before Shave beard balm, but again, these are empty. I love to reuse stuff like this. These have got nocks in them, because if you shoot enough, eventually you're going to start breaking nocks. You'll be shooting your nocks off, they'll get damaged or whatever. So I've got two sets. I've got one for my my son's, or my old arrows, which are now my son's. Will fit theirs anyway. And then I've got the X nocks for my Easton FMJs. So that way, if I'm out here, as an example, if something breaks, I've got most of what I would need for the small stuff to get me up and going again. So Hope you guys enjoyed that. That's some of the stuff I have in my kit. My question to you, to those archers out there, what do you keep in yours? What am I missing in mine? Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you.